Week 12 begins, and so ends the first season. So, the first season finale was a very interesting episode. We are saying goodbye to a couple of characters: Matthew Blaisdell, the driver character, and Lindsay. Now, what's interesting about that is when I did a little bit more research about the first season, is that the audience just didn't really like these characters. I did. I liked the Blaisdells a lot. I thought they were very interesting. I thought they were, quite honestly, a lot more interesting than the Carringtons, so I'm sad to see them go. Yeah. We left them off in quite the cliffhanger, too. We don't know whether Lindsay and Claudia are alive. We don't know what's going to become of Matthew. And the big cliffhanger is who is Fallon and Steven's mother? And what is going to be her big testimony? For that, we're going to have to wait for the second season to find out. This was a pretty good episode. I was pretty happy with it. Especially the ending. The momentum towards the season finale was wonderful. Very good momentum going. I was interested. I wanted to see what was going to happen. And just, yeah, I mean, again, like last week, I don't really have many complaints, if any at all. There's a wonderful moment that really, I think, humanizes Blake's character. Blake's on the testimony, and he is being asked all of these questions about Stephen. And Stephen is homosexual, but he's also had an affair with Claudia, and just all of this weird drama, right? That we've gone through throughout the whole first season. And you can see it in John Forsythe's eyes. He's remembering when Stephen was born. He's remembering growing up. And he desperately loves his son, but he also so desperately does not want his son to be a homosexual. And the moment he almost starts crying, Fallon does cry, which was interesting. So his humanity is shown through also what should be his darkest time is when we are seeing his humanity shine the most, and that makes him a really interesting character. And I have a feeling that was probably more of John's idea than the writers. Because the writers probably just wanted him to be terrible the whole time, but this adds a dimension to him that makes him really intriguing and fun to watch. I mean, this question's never really addressed, but what is going to become of... How does Crystal feel about the ex, the mother of Blake's children, stepping into the courtroom? I mean, we don't really get to... We see her reaction, we don't verbalize or hear it at all. So, I mean, there's a lot of kind of set up for what is arguably one of the most famous episodes of the series today when we look back on it. And we're going to have to wait a little while, a good long while, to get there. Am I excited for the next episode? Yeah, I really am, actually. I really liked this episode. I thought the setup was spectacular. The cliffhangers were engaging, and I wanted to see what happens. And that wasn't the case throughout most of this first season, but I'm glad to have that foundation now. Every show typically takes a season to find its footing, if not more. And Dynasty is no exception to that rule. Um, Out of five, oh man. I guess I would give it a 4 out of 5. The only thing I really kind of didn't like was when Matthew attacks Blake. It seemed really choreographed. It didn't seem real. It wasn't like, ooh, wow, that's a great fight. No, it just kind of seemed hokey. Um, but anyways, be looking out for a season 1 recap overall, the thoughts of the season, a little bit of trivia, hopefully. And for Dynasty, other than that, I will be seeing you guys in November. So have fun, guys.